Plug in that lava lamp and fire up your floppy disks. You've landed on the Gen X Files. While you do your best to keep your Tamagotchi alive, these guys will work to untangle the phone cords.
I'm going to have some fun tonight. I'm going to call the 7000 party line. Hope you're there.
Here's Jason Blank, Sean Knowles, and Greg Minka.
I tell you, we thought we were going to try to do this one day before 2026, but let's do this the first day of 2026. Joining together again with our Gen X crew. It's been a little while since we've done a Gen X Files. Sean, Greg, good day. How are you?
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
You too. I better record this part too. There we go. There, I'll record the video now too. So the video will have a little bit of an intro prior to us actually recording, but today it's kind of a special event. So I'll give a little bit of the premise. So Greg sent me a message here about a week ago, and he's like, "Jason, what's your address?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I give him my address and everything like that. And lo and behold, a couple days ago, I got a parcel to my house, and this parcel was a coffee mug. And it's got a lot of the cool things that you see on it, which I really love. Gen X Files, right there. And then, Sean, what happened up your place?
Same message. I got the same message from Greg. And a week later, I got this mug, which has the Gen X Files and everything that I love that we've discussed on this show for the last, however long. And even things like, this is the one that really impressed me, because my wife forgot that I love, and hope she doesn't listen to this. She forgot that I love Daffy Duck more than Bugs Bunny, because she asked me, why is Daffy Duck on there? It's because he's my favorite.
That's right.
And this cup, and this is why I don't celebrate Christmas anymore, but this is something with gift giving in general. This is something that impresses me, because this is worth more to me than a car or something more expensive, because this is somebody who listened to everything you said, and this means a lot, and that shows a lot about who Greg is.
100%.
Because this is the first time I think I've had a prop. How about you?
Oh, totally. Yeah, and and it's funny because in my job, you would think I'd have a lot of these type of things, right? With the radio business, no. Like mine has got he's got Back to the Future, KRP, the Flames, the Riders.
Some green thing.
Exactly. Well, that's the backdrop. You know it. But but
come on.
I got to agree with the sentiments exactly. That's why we've invited you to do this with us, Greg. In all honesty, right? Because I find that our friendship now has grown so much that we are getting to know each other so much better, even though we don't physically get to see each other very often. Right? So thank you very much, Greg. I agree. This cup will mean $1 million to me, right? It's huge.
Yeah. This just shows, sorry that somebody just walked through the door. This just shows that, because Greg's the heart and soul of the show. I mean, you and I, we're the pretty faces.
That has never been associated with me.
I mean, Greg's definitely prettier than us too. So
totally.
Yeah. But this just shows how much of a caring person Greg is.
Exactly.
And I'm really impressed. This is the most. Yeah, I just sometimes it's a lot, and I really appreciate it. Now you and I discussed we wanted to show how much we appreciate Greg, and maybe talk about some of the things on the cup.
I think so too.
And and just show him some love, because Greg's pretty awesome.
There you go.
I'm just gonna get it for a second.
Okay, now we'll let Greg answer. There you are.
Answer? How do I reply to that? My pleasure. Our pleasure.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Well, and that's the cool thing about it. So, but like some of the stuff that you've got on here, I'm just very, very impressed. Like, you've got Macho Man on mine and Hulk. Like, and I didn't mention, I'm not a huge wrestling guy, but those are the wrestling guys I like. So, KRP, that's a near and dear to my heart, and Looney Tunes, and so I gotta, how did you observe so much of this, Greg? Like, you just remember this stuff from us talking, or what?
No, It's no, I just I went through the episodes and just made notes. And the one episode where we went through and did the rapid fire questions, Jason, back from when, remember with the Drumheller newspaper from like whatever it was 2000, whenever that was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just made notes and just tried to find pictures, and then I had some other pictures, but trying to find a mug that could hold them all, or like to have. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe it's better to be just a less images, but better quality. But anyways, yeah, it's
Yeah, that's cool.
my pleasure.
It's very cool.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that jazz. It's a pleasure doing this with you guys, and it's I appreciate the shout out or whatever, and and appreciate the love. So it's yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Greg, you were really paying attention because you even have on here "They Live," which is
Yep.
one of the greatest John Carpenter movies of all time.
Yeah, you did mention that Carpenter was one of your favorites, but you spoke about Here to Kick Ass and Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum, and like episode 3 or 4 of Rowdy Roddy, and so yeah, it's one of my favorite movies too of Carpenter's. So yeah.
And of course, there's Friday the 13th on here because
Yeah.
obviously I love Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
dual
yeah.
meaning of that one. Not only Jason Voorhees from your favorite franchise,
Part
but
6.
I do remember from the wrestling episode we did with Troy. You mentioned that Jason the Terrible from Stampede Wrestling was one of your favorites as well.
Absolutely. And you even got this picture from Friday the 13th, Part 6, which is my favorite Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah. That's exactly how I planned it. Yes. Yeah. No. A stroke of luck.
And you've got one too. So yours is an older one from your family, but very cool, little gifts. And again, so, the gifts that mean so much more, right? These are one of those type of gifts. So yeah, very, very cool. All right, let's digress. Greg, less uncomfortable for you.
All right.
As we get into 2026, it's, we talk about the Gen X files here, and we're talking about stuff that happened to us in the 90s and the 2000s. And you start to look back and you're starting to say 26 years ago, we turned the clock to the millennium. Like 26 years ago. So us as Gen Xers, we remember the, watch out for your computer on December 31st, 1999, and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm trying to explain this to my daughter. So Chloe was born in 2015. So she has no concept of what we were talking about when the millennium turned. And even your guys' kids, the same thing. Like, they were all after the millennium turn. So I thought we'd go back and talk about what we were doing when the clock turned the year 2000. So let's start off with you, Sean. What were you doing, Sean? Where were you working? What were you doing when the millennium hit 26 years ago?
Okay. I was, man, I hate it when you say it like that.
Sorry.
Oh, God. I remember before the millennium, like when I was younger, I was kind of like, how old am I going to be in 2000?
Mm-hmm.
Every year, you're like, how old am I? I'm going to be 22. I'm going to be so old. It's going to be awful. But no. I worked at the Extra Foods in Wetaskiwin in that year. And everything we had was pretty much analog that was going to affect anything, like all of our refrigeration.
Yeah.
But there was an email that came down for everybody to stay back or have one person stay back overnight till midnight to make sure nothing shuts down. And it made no sense because all of our compressors and everything were all analog. There was no computer or anything on it. There's no way they'd shut down. And so I just kind of stayed there till midnight, making sure that everything still ran. And surprise, surprise. I mean, I hate to be anticlimactic, but nothing happened. I don't even remember what I did after I left because nothing happened at midnight. And I kind of remember being, and this is going to be weird, a little disappointed that nothing happened because there was this huge buildup and then nothing happened. So
Yeah.
that's what I was doing.
All right, Greg, you're next. Year 2000, when it turned the clock, what were you doing? Where were you at?
So I was I was with McDonald's in Abbotsford, and I was a manager of one of the locations. And so, kind of similar story, I feel, Sean. Of course, with McDonald's, there was a little bit more. I won't say, of course, but there was a lot more hype about this and what it could mean for our till systems and what it could mean for all the things, because we have, we use a lot of equipment and stuff like that. But the POS was the main one. So my wife Summer and I, my girlfriend Summer, we were at a New Year's party of the owner operator Chuck and his supervisor Sid. So we were there, and so I went back to our restaurant in Abbotsford, one of the locations, and all the general managers went, and was there for midnight. At that time, we weren't 24 hours. At that time, any of the McDonald's, so it was, you were actually you were closed. So I went back, and Sean, sorry to steal your hype, but you know what happened with us at McDonald's at the stroke of midnight in 1999? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened. It was pretty.
I thought you were going to tell me something happened.
No, the Big Macs next day, no problem.
That's right.
But I actually, you say anticlimactic, but it was. There wasn't much. I feel like, because at that time I was a little bit more. I was a gamer, and computer games at that time.
Yep.
Mysteries of the Sith. Star Wars Online, stuff like that, and communicating through ICQ and MSN Messenger. Do you guys remember? Remember that?
I use Messenger a lot. I don't know why.
Yeah. Hang on, I gotta let my dog in. So I feel like that kind of stuff was a little bit more where it was like more worry about like what would that look like, and would you be able to do get on the internet, and would you be able to and so that was, but it was good times.
I was more worried about all the files I was downloading on Napster.
Exactly.
Napster,
LimeWire.
Right?
Wait, was LimeWire out yet?
LimeWire, was it out yet?
Great question.
LimeWire was after Napster.
That's
correct.
correct.
Yeah.
Right, because Napster switched after they got sued. I think they were sued, right? Or they were ordered to pay money.
Yeah.
They started. You had to pay for your file downloads.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happened, I switched to LimeWire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had a whole bunch of songs downloading overnight.
Yeah.
on Napster. Yeah, overnight.
Yeah.
One song.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's great. It'll be 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think LimeWire was after, because here's my millennium. So I had a party at my house. I was actually working at the Greyhound bus station here in Drumheller, and it was a little convenience store. Yes, we were already downtown, so we were Mum's News and Greyhound bus station at the time. So we were worried, because our whole ticketing system for the bus and everything for that was the millennium, right? So but I didn't have to go in to work, which was good. So I held a party at my house, and the millennium will be memorable for a long time for me, because a girl was at this party, and she's like, Jason, can I slap you? And I said, what? And she's like, yeah, can I slap you? And I'm like, okay. She winds up and smacks me the hardest that she can across my face. So I will never forget the year 2000, because that is the only time in my life that I have been slapped across the face. And we're not friends anymore for some reason. I don't know why. We're not enemies, but I wouldn't call us friends.
Why did she want to slap you in the face?
Chemical imbalance? I don't know. It's just, I asked her that question afterwards. I'm like, why? And she's like, I just wanted to. And I'm like, okay, well, thanks. You can leave now.
Oh yeah, that would have been a weird date. I mean,
she was a friend. It wasn't even a date. It was just one of the people that was at my house for this party.
Oh.
So it's like, okay. Yeah. So that was something I'll never forget from the year 2000.
Greg, did you do anything after midnight when nothing happened at McDonald's? Did you go out?
Went back to Sid's house with the rest of the crew. Yeah.
So now we're at the tender age of in our 40s, we'll say, and it's so harder. It seems like so much harder to get to midnight. Like last night, for instance, my daughter, of course, 10, she's like, "Oh, we've got to stay up till midnight, Dad." I'm like, "Really? Can we just watch it from the Eastern time zone?"
Yeah.
So, but we did. I actually stayed up till midnight. I didn't do any partying or nothing, but me and my daughter, we kind of hung out here at the house and stayed up till midnight. Did you guys make her to midnight last night?
Wait, does it count? Does it count if you had a nap first?
Yes, it does. We are at that age now, so that's okay.
I had a nap first.
At what time?
Because I have the girls watching Castle now. So we were watching Castle, and I've seen all the episodes, but I slept through 1.5 episodes just so I could make it to midnight. And I did have a tequila later on, but
there you
just
go.
one.
Well, that's okay. So the nap, and so I don't know if it classes at a nap at 9:30. Does that class as a nap?
Well, because that was around 9:30, and yeah, I slept for about an hour and a half. That's a nap. I mean,
that means you were waking up to pee because we're at that age now. That's
no. Okay, that is true. I did wake up to pee, but I did stay until midnight. So it's a nap. It's classified as a nap because you can't get up for 2 hours and then call that not a nap.
There we go.
I don't know.
Greg.
Yeah, we made it, but this was the first. Our kids are home, so Evan and Mia they were out, but so Summer and I and Summer's mom Kathy's here in town visiting us from Abbotsford. So yes, we stayed up. First time though in like 3 years, to be honest. And we did a couple games of Ticket to Ride.
Oh yes.
And we did a couple games of First to Worst. And then watched a couple movies to get us over midnight. So yeah.
Cool.
All right. What movies did you watch? Gotta know.
So we watched The Ballad of Wallace Island. It's in a whole bunch of people's top 20s. Great show. Great movie. It's about a guy who hires. You know what? It's really sentimental for me because it's like an old fan bringing an old artist back for a show on his island to play. It's very and sentimental, and the artist is past his heyday, and so it was really really heartwarming. And then the second movie was The Roses, which I don't know if you guys remember the movie.
It's a remake of The War Roses, right?
Yep, that is correct. Yeah, so for this generation, so it was. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. But,
was it as good as the original, though? I mean, but how can it be? Because that's Michael Keaton and what's her name from?
Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner, who I had a huge crush on when I was younger.
Oh yeah,
that smoky voice.
Yeah, so to be honest, I hadn't seen War of the Roses back in, I think it was 88, 87, whenever that was. So it was good. It was Cumberbatch was quite good, but yeah. So that was our evening.
Nice, cool. So we are at that age too where we kind of look ahead. And do you guys do any of the resolution stuff? And is that a thing that's kind of like? Is that a generational thing too? Because I know our parents used to talk about it lots when we were kids. Is you make that New Year's resolution, and I find our generation we say it but we don't do it. Maybe. So have you been one to make resolutions, and did you make a resolution for this year?
I don't really make resolutions because I know what'll happen.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to continue a resolution that I've gone through this whole time and I'm going to try my best to stay away from AI, not use AI, and stay away from AI cat videos because I've been collecting them on TikTok. I don't know what that means to me about me as a person, but I'm going to try to stick away from AI because it's terrifying.
It is.
And I don't like it. That's my old man. Get off my grass.
That's right. Greg.
Not really resolution, but I will add that I do like start of a new year and a fresh chapter in the book, and that part I do like every January, and a chance if you do want to be better at something or try and I like that part of a new year. So I guess maybe but,
I'll look at it the same way, because it's like turning the page, right? So you get to start off fresh. All that junk and crap that happened in 2025, like I was talking about with vehicles, like 2025 will be the worst year for me for vehicles ever, ever. So it's not like I'm making a resolution, but I know that 2026 is going to be better. So, and that's the way I always look at the new year is optimistically, right? And I guess many people already do, and they always do, but it's the opportunity to make things better for yourself, make things better everywhere. And, just to maybe get an outlook on the world a little bit more optimistically is really what I try to do today. So, I'm glad we're doing this today, because this is something that we all enjoy, and we try to do it as often as we can. But this, again, is turning the page to 2026 and getting to start off the year this way, which is perfect.
So I mentioned, I brought up board games.
Oh.
What were some of the board games where you guys grown up?
Ooh,
yeah.
Jason?
Or did you guys play? Yeah, I shouldn't assume.
Oh, no. We played board games a lot.
Summer and I were playing with Kathy and Ticket to Ride, and Summer said, you should ask the guys what board games they used to play growing up. So there you go. I am.
All right, Sean, you start off. I'll come out after.
Fine. Of course, growing up, Monopoly. Everyone played Monopoly.
Yeah.
I did have, when it first came out, the Star Wars Monopoly. I have no idea what happened to it. I wish I still had it, actually.
Yeah.
And Sorry, we played all the time. And my mom always used to play Rummy with us, but she was unwavering. She never let us win once. She would show us how and then annihilate us. Yeah. I don't know if that was just fun for her, but to make her children cry by beating us unmercifully. But primarily Monopoly and Sorry. But right now with the kids, we play. There's a game we called Bang. It's a dice game. It's actually out of Italy, but it's like a Cowboys kind of thing. And we play Meowie. Instead of Maui, it's Meowie.
You love those cats, I think. Yeah, you're all about cats right now.
Yeah, I'm picking up. Sorry, that should have been a picture on your mug. I didn't realize. It's the first I've heard of cats from you. I mean, yeah.
You know that stupid song, I Go Meow? That I was on TikTok?
No,
cat it's a TikTok cat. I have the full song for whatever reason. It's not even entertaining anymore. But when that cat passed away, I downloaded. But yeah, and also I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Munchkin. But I used to play Munchkin a lot, and it's a fun game, and it incites a lot of arguing, intentionally.
There you go.
But that was more in my 20s. But that one's fun.
Yeah. Well, so last night was over at my parents', and one we've played forever is Romoli. My mom and dad love Romoli. I love Romoli. Chloe loves Romoli. So we always play it. And here's a good one for you last night. So you guys have played Romoli before. So one of the blocks is the 7, 8, 9. So I actually got our second last hand we played. I got the 7, 8, 9. So I got a whole pile of chips. And then my daughter Chloe, she had the royal flush afterwards. So we went 7, 8, 9 of diamonds. She went 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. So she cleaned up on her side of the board too. And she plays the little poker pot that's on there. And she bets 10 for the poker pot. And she won't tell us what she has because nobody would go in against her. And she has a royals flush. So it's like one of my favorite games. It still is to this day. And then one that we used to play Sorry, of course, at Monopoly. We had a family. My uncle was very, very talented at making homemade wooden games. And he would make essentially aggravation. Like it's a very similar aggravation, but we would use, he made all these little pegs and stuff like that. And it was this gigantic board. And it would come out at Christmas time because there was always like 5 or 8 or 10 of us playing around. And I really wish I still had that board. I don't have it. Somebody in our family does, I think. But yeah, my great uncle, he was so handy that way. So Aggravation, love it to this day. Still play it.
Oh, I did forget one, and I think all of you guys probably, both of you guys played it when you were young. Uno.
Oh, I still play it now. Chloe has like 7 decks.
It's a great game.
It is. Greg, Ticket to Ride to be one for sure.
Yeah. Growing up, same story actually. Uno, Monopoly, Battleship, Connect Four.
Oh yeah.
And as Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. Yeah, Sean, totally. Also, like for card games, with my parents and my brother and that Crib.
Yes.
And I had really good memories of that time with our family doing that stuff, or whoever, whatever the game is. Lots of good memories with that growing up for sure. Yeah.
My family loves board games, and because you were texting us earlier and you were playing Ticket to Ride, I texted my wife and I said, when I get home, you guys want to play board games?
Yeah.
And we have a whole bunch that we haven't opened. My mom. Oh, don't. You might want to edit that out.
Too late. Sorry.
That's a little too Freudian there. She just likes to find games that we don't know and just try them.
Yeah.
And sometimes you find the coolest games just by doing that. And that's how I found that dice game Bang. It's really fun. And like each game is like 10 minutes, and you can play a whole bunch all at once, and it's just super fun. I love playing games. We don't do it enough. And it's something that really brings families together, and I think that's why games are really cool. Because I'm tired of seeing everybody on their device, including myself.
Yeah, me too.
At nights, or just sitting and watching a movie in silence with each other. Even if you make snacks and stuff, it's a little more fun, but it's not as interactive.
Yeah.
And you always forget how fun those game nights are.
Well, and that's something I think that's our responsibility as Gen Xers is to make sure we instill that in our kids, because there's still conversations I'll have with my sisters and my parents about some of the hearts games we used to play with cards and how my mom always seems to win at hearts. No matter how hard we try, we can't beat mom at hearts. And, it's not about the game. It's about the family. It's about spending time with the family. So, I find that's our responsibility, is to move that forward with our kids and make sure our kids understand that they need to be doing these kinds of things as well. Because, again, making sure it's not about the game. It's not about who wins, except for my mom and hearts. It's about it's about playing the games. And I say that because I know my mom won't watch this.
Yeah, but my mom's going to call you on it. Hey. I
love it. Well, gentlemen.
My mom also very, very competitive, or loves to play games. Loves to play card games. Yeah.
No, I think the common theme is they love to win.
Yes.
Especially with the games they love, because my mom loved Rummy, and she would never let anybody be. I never saw her lose once.
Yeah.
She was mean.
My Uncle Joe had a great job with Crib, because he'd count his hand and then stuff in the middle of the deck, so you have no idea what his score was. So he won every time. I don't know why. I have no idea why my Uncle Joe won Crib every time we played, but every time he'd win.
Fun. One game how much time do we have, Jason?
We got about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. So one thing I will say, coming into, Sean, you speak to your TikToks and to some of that other stuff that all you kids are into these days. I will say, have you guys ever played Jackbox and downloaded Jackbox to your computer or laptop or anything like that?
Not at all.
So it is you speak of, playing together as a family. So this is an interactive game where there's like 6 or 8, there's now 10 party packs, 5 or 6 different games in a pack. And what you do is you can download it to your computer and from Steam, you play as a family, and each of your phones is your device and how you play, but you play on a like a big screen TV or whatever, on a TV. And our families really enjoy doing that, because even though it is gosh, that's not the right word, but using technology, we find that just as fun as sitting around a table, because you are still, Sean, I totally agree that the interaction piece is what's important. Yeah.
There's a game that my wife has, kind of like that. It was big in the 90s, always having like a DVD. And then you play your games. Like, you remember Nightmare? I think it was called Nightmare.
Oh, goodness. Are you kidding me, Sean? Right? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You are the second person who bought Nightmare in Alberta, because no one else did. I had that game, and oh my goodness, it's still.
I was probably playing it at the same time as you, because I was in Millen at the time. So you were probably playing it in Leduc.
Totally.
That was fun.
Anyone I've ever brought that up to, they have no. What are you talking about, Greg?
Yeah.
And I'd have to Google it, but oh my goodness, wow.
Yeah, that's a fun game, but I agree. Like, even those games that are up on your screen and you're using your phones, you're still interacting, and that's the point.
Yeah, that's exactly
that really is the point.
Yeah.
But speaking of interacting, and I think we should, if you guys ever want to do a live stream, like all three of us in the same room, I have 90s Trivial Pursuit.
Ooh.
We could play that together, and maybe bring someone else along as well. So there's like at least 4 of us, but probably 6 is better. Yeah. But play 90s Trivial Pursuit and see who wins. That's my favorite Trivial Pursuit, because obviously, that's kind of where we grew up. But that'd be a fun one to do.
I think that is a great idea. I think if each of us brought in a tag team partner for 90s Trivial Pursuit, I think that'd be a great idea. I'd love to do that. 100%.
We'll have to figure out how we can set that up, boys.
We'll find a version of Nightmare and we'll play that.
I can't believe that. That blows my mind. Remember in the video where the guy would be like, "You maggot," and he'd be like, right? Am I right?
I used to play it with I think she was my girlfriend at the time. We used to invite people over to her place, and we'd play in her basement, and because her basement was really dark, it was super fun. One time we played that, and then we watched Army of Darkness. It was just that was a cool day. Actually, I just remember that day because it was a cool day for that reason. But yeah, that was a cool game. I loved it.
Awesome. Well, hey, that's what I love about this show. Is we kind of go down a rabbit hole, and you never know where we end up, and now we end up at Nightmare. So.
That's crazy.
Yes, very good. Excellent, guys. Thanks so much for this. This is the best way to start off 2026. Can't wait to do this again, guys. Thanks again.
All right, time to power down our old school computers and flip our CDs back into their cases. Thanks for listening to the Gen X Files. Hosted by Jason Blank, Sean Knowles, and Greg Minka. Production assistance from Scott Mitchell. Produced by Blankman Productions. Remember, be kind, rewind.
Quick, rewind it!
And keep rocking those aviators and Doc Martens.